Hey, and welcome to the Warm Keyboard channel, and welcome to a new video series or challenge or whatever you want to call it. A bit of both, I suppose, because where have I been for the past month or so? My initial plan was to, since I started this channel at the start of January 2026, to upload at least one video, or ideally two a week, maybe even putting a short in there as well. And so far that has not gone very well. I had the first 3 videos, I think, and the short, but then nothing for a while. It's not like I've not been doing anything or planning to upload things, but I don't know. It's more challenging than you think it would be to just do these things. So that's why I've decided to start this new challenge. It's going to sort of be like one of those 30-day talk to camera challenges, or talk to the camera challenge. I don't know why they keep missing out the in that statement, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose. And the idea behind these challenges is, or challenge, or this training thing, is that every day I talk to the camera for sort of 7 to 10 minutes on a topic, and the idea is I'll be able to see how I've progressed in that period of time. Like, I'm really nervous at the moment for some reason, even though like I haven't really said anything, or it's not been that difficult to get started, but it's just getting over the mental hurdle of getting started. I think once this challenge has progressed a bit, it'll just become routine. It was the same actually before my first video, where, I mean, that wasn't a spontaneous thing. I had some notes, and I was recording it in a specific way so that I wasn't like falling over my words or anything. But like, I've already gone off topic with this. The whole point is I record myself for 7 to 10 minutes and upload it completely unedited. So that's with me saying words incorrectly, leaving in the filler words, the blank spaces, the ums, ahs, like, you know, all that sort of thing. And you see how it goes. And I guess this will be the worst one in that respect, because the topic for this one is, what do you want to do? So that's what I'm talking about now, and what I want to get out of it, really, and how I can, you know, be somewhat entertaining, or at least interesting, in this period of time. Originally, I saw about this challenge from a channel called Alexander the Create, I think, and he's got this paid service. I suppose it's not very expensive, but I don't really want to be paying for these things. Like, I think anyone could really begin to make it on online content creation with just their phone and nothing else really. An idea, a passion, the ability to speak. I guess that's what I don't have at the moment. But I did stumble across one channel called I think it was Anne Unrefined or Anne Unfiltered, something along those lines. Oh, I'll put all references to channels that I'm talking about in the description here. One thing that I really don't like is when creators are talking about sources and channels, and then they say it'll be in the description, and you look in the description and there's nothing there. So with this, I'm going to try and have all my references and everything I talk about in the description for anyone to watch in the future. Now, who is actually going to watch this video? I don't know. Maybe in the future people will watch back on this once I've made a few more videos and actually have some sort of direction for this channel. The direction is really for me to just talk about, you know, what's on my mind, talk about myself, give advice about things, mainly from the perspective of my current lifestyle, and that's the loner lifestyle. So I live completely alone. I don't really have any friends. I've got work colleagues. I don't really have any interests really. Like, I don't enjoy traveling. I don't enjoy food that much. Well, I do enjoy some food, but only the simple things. I find the simple things make me the happiest. And this means that, let's say, when I do see family members, they almost get quite frustrated trying to treat me or anything, or get me anything, because I just like the simple things. You know, I don't need much money to live my lifestyle. And yeah, that's that. And again, like, I've gone completely off topic. But, I mean, as you can see as well, though, so one thing I have started, like, to enjoy doing recently is sort of playing older video games that that I used to play back in the day. So I would say that perhaps the 2008 to 2012 was my favourite period of gaming. And with this, I'm just talking over a Minecraft recording that I've put together. And I do think that Minecraft is actually a good game to. I'll probably talk about this more in the future, but Minecraft is a great game for, to experience the loner lifestyle in some respect, because there's this whole world with all these rules. You've got the villagers, the monsters, the NPCs, but the only one that's different in general is you. You're the only one who can actually influence this world. You're the one sort of just observing things. Whatever's going on, you can just get on with things, I suppose. And I've not really actually been playing this game at all since it initially released from beta. So I bought the game when it was in beta and played it then, after it finally released, and that was with if I remember, they started introducing things like the end, the hunger system, because originally it was just hearts and such, so when you ate some food it just increased your hearts. I don't think there was sprinting, if I recall. And there's all kinds of crazy nonsense now. It was 2011/12 when I stopped playing, really. So I'm not too familiar with all the new stuff, all the crazy new stuff. But for this particular video series, I'm just going to play through this, and I found myself a seed, which again I'll put in the description. And the seed is of just a desert island and a couple of little islands around it, completely in the ocean. And the idea is to build a thriving life, well, not a life, just build something on this island. I'd like to build a giant castle, and then perhaps eventually I can finally complete the game for the first time ever. And by complete the game, at least is my understanding at the moment, is that you have to defeat the Ender Dragon. So that's finding the stronghold and defeating the dragon, something along those lines. It sounds like a fun challenge, and I do like these gameplay, these ways of playing the game where you put some sort of restriction on yourself. So in this case, it's just living on this island in the middle of the ocean. But again, I'll put the seed in the description. And yeah. So what else do I hope to accomplish from this then? I suppose I haven't really talked about that at all. I've just rambled about a load of nonsense. So what I hope to accomplish is to be able to speak for a period of time on a topic without just going completely blank. Like, when I first made this channel, that was initially my plan, but I found as soon as I started recording, all the ideas I had in my head, they just, my mind went blank, my mouth went all clammy, I started sweating, I just had to stop and then start again, and then stop and start again, and it just went nowhere. So for the very first video, my way of recording was to have the recorder open, the Windows recorder, whatever it's called, and then just stop and start every now and then. I'd say a sentence, then stop, then think for a bit, then say another sentence, then stop. And then this would also involve a load of nonsense in there that I have to edit out, mouse clicks, large blank spaces, me stumbling over my words, speaking too quickly, and that was a challenge. For my other videos, I think I can't remember now, it's only been a month, but I think I completely scripted them, which it prevented me having to stop, start, because I was just reading off a script. But, and I know that a lot of big channels, they definitely do this, so the video essays and so on and so forth, but it just didn't feel right for me. I guess in some respects it is like just talking, and then it gets rid of the editing process a bit in some way, because I'm not having to just edit down a massive long rant, but I don't know. I feel like it would be good to be able to speak like this, because also I have to speak in front of people in my workplace. So last Friday, I'm recording this on Monday the 2nd, last Friday I was giving a health and safety talk. So I'm a scientist and I work in a lab, to a group of people. And I don't speak in front of people very often. It's usually on Teams now, I suppose, but I don't speak in front of people very often. And I was expecting maybe sort of 10 people, and 50 people turned up. And while I was able to get through it, I noticed that my hands were shaking, I was struggling to make eye contact with people. That thing happens with your neck where like it kind of seizes up a bit, kind of against your will, and it was tough. And it's just, I think, mainly because I don't speak very often for any period of time on topics. Like I'll speak for a minute or so, and I speak way too fast. So This is probably way too fast actually, but I find that right now I'm making a conscious effort to try and not speak too fast, but normally I'm speaking at a million miles an hour. Like, I'll speak as if I'm in 2 times speed. What do I mean by that? So I normally watch YouTube videos and any online content, any training videos at 2 times speed, and it's really messed my perception up with speaking and how quickly things should be said and such. So I speak almost at 2 times speed, but then if you were to record it and then play it back, it would be basically at 4 times speed. So, and when I listen to things at 1 time speed, which I've tried quite a lot recently, then it feels like it's in slow motion. And right now I'm probably speaking quite fast, but it feels to me like I'm speaking in slow motion. But yeah, that's one of the things I want to get out of this series. And being able to speak for like 10 or so minutes is something I've never been able to do. And at the end, so what I've generally found with these guides so far is that they're kind of more tailored towards making a particular type of content. So if I go back to that Anne channel, Anne Unrefined, the advice she has in her document seems more tailored towards someone who wants to be a video essayist or a travel influencer or some kind of reviewer. So a lot of the topics that you talk about in it, so there's like 30 days of topics, a lot of them I've just got nothing to say about. So what I'm going to do with this is kind of start with the basics, and then I really think it would be interesting to try using AI to come up with topics. So I don't know what they are ahead of time, but they're somewhat relevant to the kind of content that I want to put out. And what I eventually want to do is to put together some kind of guide myself, so I could help someone else in a similar situation. And I'd find it really interesting to watch someone who followed this theoretical future guide. It's not put together yet, but it's something I'm going to be working on over the next 30 days. And yeah, that's the plan. I'll review it all at the end, put together my guide, and if anyone does follow it, then I would definitely love to watch their content. I found smaller YouTubers have been way more interesting recently to watch than larger ones. So there's one I'm watching at the moment who just has 5 subscribers, and he talks every other day about his life, and I find it fascinating compared to these massive corporate channels now. But anyway, I feel like I've spoken a bit more than I actually expected to speak. Like, once you get started, actually, it's not too difficult. But we'll see how things progress. And if you found this, I'm really, really grateful that you found it somehow. I don't know how it's going to be found by anybody, especially at the moment, as I've got no content yet on it. I'm just starting out. But thank you so much for watching and listening, and I hope to see you again in the future.